I've been gone for a little bit, but I'm back. I'm still here. Let's talk Love and Marriage Huntsville, Season 8, Episode 5, Waiting to Ex-Wife. The show is giving what we thought it was going to give. If you know, you know. So I missed the past two episodes. I did watch them, just did not recap them. Life has been lifing, graduations and birthdays and all other type of stuff that I had going on, and the episodes just haven't been like right. But let's talk about this one. If you haven't already, don't forget subscribe to the channel, thumbs up the video, leave your commentary down below. So this episode picks up where the last one left off, which is with Destiny and Moses. Remember, Destiny um agreed to meet up with Moses so that they can have, I guess, closure. I felt like this was very overproduced and it was very unnecessary. Because, like, Destiny, why do you want to meet with him? Moses, why do you want to meet with her? You never wanted to film with Destiny before, but I mean, I guess, hey, whatever. So, according to Destiny, Moses was still sending her money and telling her that he loved her up until August. So remember when Moses and Sonny were on the podcast with Carlos and Melody, they were saying that, Moses was done with Destiny back in January. Survey says that seems to be a lie. Destiny claims that she has all these different receipts, all this proof. She has yet, to my knowledge, to produce any of that, but I believe Destiny. I do. So Moses feels that she wasn't coming to see him enough. She wasn't around more. Now, if I do remember from the last season Destiny was on, Moses was not coming down to Huntsville to see her. It was always her going up to St. Louis to see him. So she tells him, I was there every other weekend. And he was like, yeah, but I guess she missed his birthday or something like that. So he said that he was still paying for her to come. So he was paying for her flight to come, but never went to see her. And he feels that she wasn't doing enough. Destiny, consider this a blessing. Like, I get you feel away, but like, should you? Should you? So apparently he named his business Justice, which Destiny and Moses had, I guess, talked, and that was going to be the name of their child. I guess Destiny got a theme going, law and injustice. So what I want from this is I hope that Sonny watches this scene. I hope Sonny watches back this entire season to see how crazy she looks, to see unhinged she looks, so that she can see the misdirected anger that she has. Nonetheless, this doesn't make Moses look any better. I don't know what Moses hoped to accomplish in this particular scene, but I guess. We then see Tisha. Tisha goes to get trained by Trish. Something about Trish is very odd to me. It's given I'm running from the law or something. Trisha's just the way that she moves, her body language. Either she's just like not comfortable on TV at all in front of the camera, or she's going by a different name and hoping nobody notices. But it's a little odd. So she put Tisha right to work. Okay, Tisha. Sound like now. Tisha thought she was going to come in and take it easy that first day. No, you want to be trained? We going to train. So right away, as soon as Tisha gets a little break to get some water, she starts being messy and talking about Martell and his family. And saying that she heard that growing up, Martell was the good brother and that his brother Montez was the bad one. And Trish was like, that's what you heard? Okay, maybe by the time they got to college. So she was basically saying, nah, Martell and his brother both were ancient niggas when we were growing up. That's what I got from it. So we then find out that Trisha's not divorced, but she's dating this other man that she has been living with for the past 2 years. They've blended their families. They're trying to move forward in life. I feel like they have businesses and stuff together. But she hasn't even filed for divorce, and neither has her ex-husband. What is this? What is this? It's like Carlos goes out of his way to find the most insane situationships that these people could possibly be in to put them on the show. And we've heard about people that have just separated themselves and have gone about their day, but they typically don't end up with a person, or they don't get involved with a person that wants to be married. Trisha's boyfriend now wants to be married. Oh my God. And she acts so weird about it. So we didn't see Tisha doing a confessional, and it was weird. It looked like she was reading off of a cue card when she was talking about Nell's age, because I guess Tricia is related to Nell, and she was like, but that's the elder generation. I'm the younger generation. Tricia, let's be real. You don't look that much younger than Nell, if we're being 1,000%. So we have this awkward ass confessional from Tisha where Nell is old, but she looked good. And it's like, what is going on? Why is everything about this show so awkward this year? Carlos, like, the trailer dropped and Carlos was like, see, I have been minding my business about my own shows. Not well enough, sweetheart. Not well enough. I just feel like Carlos has so much to say about every other show. But then we come to his shows and, like, I guess. And y'all want Carlos to, like, pick up and get Summer House Martha's Vineyard to bring to OWN? Oh God. Y'all think they crying and fussing over there now. Let's stay on topic. So Tisha finds out that Trish is close friends with Stormy and jokingly says that she has to find a new trainer. Tisha meant that. She meant it, but she played it off. We then pan over to a very disjointed random scene with Melody. So Mel has to sleep over with some of her friends, and these are like her real friends. Nobody else from the cast was invited. And they talk about how picky she is when it comes to dating. So Melody was saying that one of the guys that her best friend Brittany, we've seen Brittany on the show before, that Brittany set her up with did not have a side tooth. I was with Melody too. I don't want to date a man that doesn't have a side tooth. I don't, because where is it? And I understand that, not everybody has, because y'all are going to say in the comments, everybody don't have dental insurance. Everybody don't have that. A side tooth costs this much. There are ends to means. There's a way. If you want to get your side tooth replaced, you will find a way to get your side tooth replaced if it's missing. Nonetheless, I personally question oral hygiene. That's just me. I know some of y'all are going to be overly offended by this, and you don't have to. So during this scene, Melody feels that, her friends feel that she needs to drop some of her expectations, and I don't think she should. I don't believe in dropping your standards and your expectations when you are looking for a life partner. We have to remember Melody has 4 kids. So the person that she's going to bring into her life needs to meet whatever standards and expectations that she wants, because she is going to be bringing this person around her children. It's not like she's a single woman who's getting out of a divorce, the marriage just didn't work and they've agreed to go their separate ways amicably and they're not having any issues. So I don't blame her for, like, wanting to make sure that the person that she gets with is, like, the perfect person for her. Not perfect, but the perfect person for her. So she wants her friends to take into account what she's been through and why she's not rushing out to date someone else. Melody is not healed from the cheating. Melody is not healed from the divorce. Melody is not healed from the public humiliation. Melody is not healed from the arguments. Melody is not healed from a lot of things that happened, not only in her personal life, but that they happened on camera, and that half the people that watch the show can't stand her ass. So they're constantly heckling her. So yeah, it's understandable that I might not be ready to jump into it with somebody else. I would never understand why people want to force their friends back into dating. Like, I don't understand that. When she's ready, then she will move forward with finding somebody to date. She says she's focused on her own individual personal healing. She's focused on her kids' healing. We have to remember these four children, especially Tank and what's the oldest, Mariah, they're old enough, they know what's going on. They're probably hearing at school, I heard your mama did this, heard your daddy did this, I saw on the show. So like we got it. She has other things to worry about, right? So she then reminds them that remember Martell popped up on that date. Remember she was on a date and Martell popped up and was recording her talking about some, you went to the family restaurant. The family restaurant. We don't want that. We don't want that. She doesn't want that. She's dealing with an unhinged man. And I kind of feel like her friends know that. So this entire scene had to have been on some, let's throw in some drama because it seemed very scripted anyways. Just as much as this scene with Stormy, Trish, and Martell. Stormy has been overly awkward this season. Stormy has been seemingly overly produced. I don't know. Stormy's energy is just weird to me this season. I can't explain it, but it's like everything she's saying sounds like she's reciting a line. Is it me? It feels like everything Stormy is saying sounds like she is reciting a line. So she has Trish over to her house. Martell comes in and he's acting weird. For one, he acted like he didn't see the lady before he sat down. And then it was like, hey. Oh, I'm Martell. Nice to meet you. Now, Trish knows Martell. She said that she, I guess she went to high school with him or she knew him back in the day. So Martell finally is like, oh, you look different. I didn't know that was you, Trish. And it's like, what's going on here? Because that would bother me too. It took for her to be like, how's Tez? How's your brother, nigga? Like, I know y'all. Did they sleep together or something back in the day? Like, why is he being so weird about this? So because Martell is being weird, I felt like Trish was being unnecessarily weird, which caused Stormy to be unnecessarily weird, where Tricia should have just been like, Martell, you know me. I'm Tricia. You know me. Why are you playing like you don't? But I guess, Carlos, this is what you thought was a good scene, so let's roll with it. So after he finally is like, oh, you just look different. I didn't even recognize you. Okay. Stormy is throwing a Lovers and Friends gala event. I guess Stormy has like some new body butter or body cream or something she has going on as a part of her, I almost called it collection. What is Stormy's stuff called? Y'all know Stormy's hairline and stuff like that. So she has like, I think it's like a body oil or something, a shimmer oil. And we saw her ask Tricia in the last episode if she could borrow her body and have her kind of model this. I'm going to call it not an ointment. That sounds bad. I feel like it's a body shimmer, right? A body butter. Nonetheless, she wants Martell to model this with Tricia. Now, every time they cut to Martell, he had on that blazer, he didn't. He had on that blazer, he didn't. This is all in the same scene. Continuity. How many times did y'all shoot this? I guess. So Stormy wants Martell to be shirtless. He is now like, man, I ain't worked out in a minute. I'm gonna have to get back in. You know, people expect me to be buff. I'm sure you'll be fine, Martell. So when Martell leaves, Tricia is like, I don't know why Martell was acting like this. I just saw him at the Target, you know, a little bit ago, maybe a month or so ago, and he was happy to see me. So I don't know why he looked shocked to see me here. That makes me feel like y'all used to mess around back in the day, or it's something. It's something. But I mean, Tricia, you were acting weird too, so it wasn't all Martell. So now Stormy is forcing this conversation. Why you think he act like that? Why you think he was act like he know you? I got to find out. And it's like, Stormy, you got to find some business. We have not heard any of Stormy's business outside of them trying to get a surrogate so that they can have another baby. But like, I feel like Stormy is trying to be the bone collector, and she's being very messy, and it's not coming across as natural. I don't, Mm. And then Stormy is like, well, I'm going to have you train Martell. Martell trains people, doesn't he? Wasn't Martell training Marceau? Why would Trish need to train Martell? Okay. So we have Moses and Sonny meeting up. He immediately tells her that he met up with Destiny. Sonny wants to know what Destiny had on. She had on heels. She had on a dress. Was her hair done? Was her makeup done? And it's like, insecure. What does it matter with Destiny is a pretty woman anyways. Does it matter? She looks the same with or without makeup. So really does it matter? Nonetheless, the insecurity was just oozing out of Sonny. So Moses was like, I mean, she looked okay. She had on a dress. You know, I don't know what y'all dress is called, but she had on a dress. So Moses said that Destiny feels like they stabbed her in the back. Moses kept saying, like, my wife. I told her my wife. Had to check on my wife. It didn't sound natural. It sounded very forced. It sounded like Sonny told Moses, whenever you go talk to Destiny, whenever you are referring to me on this show, you have to say wife. It didn't roll off his tongue. It didn't sound natural, to me at least. So Sonny said that Destiny does not know 5 things about her. She is not her friend. So Sonny is saying in the confessional that she did what she was supposed to as a producer. And what she was supposed to do as a producer is build a rapport with you, pour into you, feed your storyline. And what it sounds like is that Destiny took that to mean friendship, because we know that throughout the course of this show, or Destiny's initial tenure on the show, she didn't have a lot of friends. She was constantly going at it with everybody. She really didn't have like a good solid friend in the capacity of this show, outside of maybe Martell. So I think that Destiny just sought out comfort in Sonny, and on Destiny's end, she thought that it was like a true friendship. On Sonny's end, it wasn't. It was, I'm trying to do my job, which is very unfortunate, because Sonny, if you knew that she was starting to develop friendship feelings, why wouldn't you like put that boundary in place? Now, I'm not a producer on a TV show, so I don't know how that works. I don't know the lengths that they go through with that, but I kind of feel like there had to have been a way that Sonny could have drew that line in the sand, you know what I mean? To like, I guess though, I guess. So, but it feels like, nonetheless, Sonny has a lot of aggression towards Destiny that's just unwarranted. You started dating her dude. Why do you have a problem with her? I don't even think Destiny is the one that leaked the news. It's like, I don't, like, is it me? I don't understand Sonny's aggression. So Sonny feels that Destiny blurred the lines, and it seems like Destiny did, but you never stopped her either. You never corrected her. You never did. So you can't, I guess. Sonny then said that all these years that Destiny was just a side chick that got flew in, humped on, put in a hotel, and then sent right back. Now, I don't know if Sonny realizes how ignorant she sounds with this. One, Destiny girl, you was staying at a hotel? I guess. But Sonny, you were one of the side chicks too. So I don't understand this. I don't understand this. Sonny likes to point out, yeah, Destiny was one of many, right? So you're okay that your dude was a hoe. You're okay that your dude was a hoe, but then you're saying it as if you weren't one of them too. In the same breath, you'll say, yeah, but when I was talking to him, he had multiple. Sonny then said that Destiny just wanted Moses to save her after her marriage to LeBerick, because we did see Destiny and Moses kind of talk about how Destiny was like, you know, he said he was going to help her out with bills and money and all this other type of stuff. And it could have been. It could have been a delayed rebound. Rebound relationships, for the most part, don't work. They do not work out. You're seeking out something in this new person that was lacking from you in your old relationship. So that person is able to give you this one particular thing, and that's what you focus on. That's what you grasp onto. And it could have been that with Destiny. I don't know. So Moses and Sonny are like, we're just gonna move forward in our marriage. And then Sonny is like, yeah, because out of all the girls, you picked me out. And it's like, girl, the pick me vibes. Like, you can't even control yourself from sounding like a bird. Moses then tells her, I didn't wear my ring to see Destiny. Okay. So then he was like, I just wanted to tell you up front. So now Sonny is like, well, I don't want nobody else coming up to me and being like, he ain't have his ring on. Girl, nobody wants Moses but you. Nobody. You're not selling him as this amazing man on TV. You're all but saying that he's a hoe that sleeps with a bunch of women, fucks over him, and then moves on to the next. That's the way that you're portraying this man. Moses is not that damn fine, but I guess. So the last scene is Ken and Tricia. So he plans her little romantic dinner for her birthday. Said that he's not always the most romantic, but he wants to step up and show her that he's trying. So Tricia tells Ken that, she saw Martell, and Martell was acting like he didn't know me. If it bothers you this much, Tricia, you could have said something to Martell there. Stormy is your homegirl, right? So why would you be weird about saying something like, okay. Carlos, the storylines ain't storylining, but I guess. So Ken gives her a bracelet. And he said, I was looking at rings, saw some rings, but I can't make that purchase until you actually get divorced. So he's like, have you talked to your ex-dude about it? And she says, no. So now Ken feels away and is wondering, like, do you even want to marry me? Do you even want to get out the marriage? Like, why are you dragging your feet about this? You know what I mean? I don't blame him. I don't blame him. You haven't even talked about getting a divorce. Like, does she have access to money with this ex? Does she have, is it insurance purposes? Is it dental? Is it healthcare? Like, there has to be something that she is getting from this ex-husband that she does not think that Ken can give her. And that's even worse. It's even worse. So she then says, so Ken feels like, am I doing all of this for no reason? Like, tell me something. So Trish says that it's scary when you talk about marriage. Ken, she don't want to marry you. She don't want to marry you, sir. She doesn't want to marry you. She doesn't. And I feel like I need him to notice this, to acknowledge this, to come to grips with this sooner than later, because he's going to end up being the one that gets hurt. But let me know what you guys thought about this episode. If you haven't already subscribed, thumbs up the video. And I will catch you guys next week. Hopefully the episode's better than this. Bye.